My name's David Edson, and I'm with High Plains Helping Hands, and I want to tell you a little bit about how our organization is innovatively fighting hunger, poverty, and joblessness. Behind me, you see our Fresh Start Farm initiative. This is a 5-acre farm where we're growing produce, raising chickens, and doing a variety of other things to get fresh food to the people who need it most. We launched this initiative to address 3 major areas where food insecure people were being underserved: fresh food, jobs, and relationships. On the fresh food side, we surveyed a bunch of organizations in our area, and we found that fresh food only accounts for about 3 to 5% of the total food that's distributed. Oftentimes, when fresh food is donated to organizations like ours, it's way past its prime, and we're often finding ourselves having to sift through the stuff that's rotten to get to things that barely pass by. Food that I wouldn't feed to my family, and food that we shouldn't expect food insecure people to feed to theirs. We believe that fresh food is a basic right for every human, and not just a privilege to those who can afford it. But unfortunately, we find ourselves in a society where fresh produce, especially organic produce, has reached skyrocket prices to where it eliminates an entire group of people from being able to afford it. Recently, I spoke to a mother in our program and I asked her what the biggest setback is for her family to get fresh produce. And she told me when she goes into a grocery store and she sees a fresh bell pepper that costs the same as a 12-pack of ramen, there's no debate in her head what she's going to be buying to feed her children for the night. No parent should ever really have to make that choice. Fresh food should be available to everybody. On the job side, we found that there's a lot of programs out there that try to teach people how to overcome poverty, but very few of them actually do the follow-through side of that to see how successful people are after those programs. Last year, our organization connected 21 people to employment opportunities. We keep building relationship to make sure that their continued success in what they're doing. Here at the farm, we actually employ people who are homeless, who struggle with food insecurity, or have hit a really rough patch in their life and they just need an extra boost of income to help them get through the season. We have single mothers who come here who flee abusive relationships and they find themselves living in vehicles with their children. Now they find themselves in a situation where they're having to provide for 2 kids, try to find an apartment, keep them fed, and everything else that comes with that. We're able to employ them here at the farm, give them valuable job skills. We're able to connect with them on a personal and spiritual level. We also provide them with income so that they can save up their money to move into an apartment or put a down payment on a house or whatever they want to do with that money to help them and their family succeed. On the relationship side, we found that a lot of organizations take the approach of generalizing an entire community instead of focusing in on that individual. And we found that true life transformation happens when you focus in on that individual. You're able to give them what they need, the tools to succeed, give them a relationship, a mentor, someone they can lean on as these struggles approach. We already have a 3,000 square foot aquaponics greenhouse where we're producing over 1,000 heads of salad greens every single week. Those salad greens are being distributed to about 2,000 people every month out of our food pantry site, and they're also being distributed to about 5 other organizations in our community that feed the hungry. We've also taken a bit of a unique approach and decided to sell about 20% of the produce that we grow in order to maintain revenue to keep up with paying the people coming here to work. We're also going to be offering classes to elementary students and youth, kids who are at risk or in disadvantaged situations, to give them an opportunity to learn a new skill. This is something that currently does not exist in our community. A concept like this where we're hiring people, providing fresh food to feed the community, and creating sustainable, lasting change in people's lives. We'd love for you to join us on this journey to transform lives and create true, sustainable change right here in our community and beyond.